Shalom Akayam Akawatayam Akanan. Now, it's a lot of people out there that have different messiahs, have different doctrines, all that. But the thing, so I'm not trying to fight you. I'm not trying to argue with you. I just want us to come together and be Israel. So I've decided to basically, leave the conversations that's not going to get us anywhere alone, because if we fight in the name of the Messiah, the Most High going to deal with that. He put the slumber on people anyway, He's going to deal with that. So the best thing I could do is basically tell people the safe place in the wilderness, because the Most High says, deliver thyself from Babylon. Let's get that script. Because some people are like, we don't have to leave Babylon. So if they say we don't have to leave Babylon, which I believe is America, if you can prove me wrong in any way, bring forth your scriptures. But I believe it's Babylon. Let's read the script. Zechariah 2:6-7. It says this. It says, Ho ho, come forth, and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, saith the Lord. He says, verse 7, Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwelleth with the daughter of Babylon. So that's crystal clear, You deliver thyself. Let's see if he says he's going to do, let's see if he says he's going to do something. He says, Ho ho, come forth. He's telling you, come forth. He says, come forth. That means he didn't say he's doing something right there. He says, flee from the land of the north. Flee from the land of the north. That means you fleeing from the land of the north. You actually doing something. And you can't say this is spiritually because it says flee from the land. It says flee from the land. And it says, this is something he did though. He says, I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven. He spread us abroad. Now he's saying, come back. He says, deliver thyself. He says, deliver thyself. What does thyself mean? Deliver thyself. Y'all think about it. People who think it's spiritually leave and we don't have to leave Babylon or America. It says, then he's talking to a specific people. Who is he talking to? That dwelleth with the daughter of Babylon. Zion, which is basically Judah, which dwelleth with the daughter of Babylon. So he's telling you to leave. He's telling you to leave. Leave. That's what it says. He's telling you, deliver thyself. He's telling you to leave. He's telling you to leave. He's telling me to leave. He's telling us all to leave. So let's go to another script. Where do we go? Because people may say South America. They have no script to say South America. They may say Egypt. They have no script to say Egypt is where to go. But let's get a script. Let's go to Revelations 12. Revelations 12:6 says this, And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she has a place prepared of God, that they should feed her. It's talking about the angels feeding the people who go into the wilderness. They're going to feed the people, the beast of Leviathan. The angels are going to feed them. So they should feed her there 1,203 days, a specific amount of time. Let's go down. Let's skip down to verse 14. It says this, And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place where she is nourished or fed for a time and times and half a time from the face of the serpent. So this is basically saying, flee into the wilderness. He says, flee, deliver thyself. And it says this woman fled into the wilderness. Okay, so we got a place where we got to go. So which wilderness is this? Which wilderness? So let's go to a scripture that basically talks about a significant detail about this going into this wilderness situation. Let's go to Ezekiel 20. Let's go to verse 35. Let's go to verse 35. Verse 35 says, And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people. This is the wilderness now. I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there I will I plead with you face to face. He says, so the Most High said he's going to bring you in the wilderness, and he's going to plead with you face to face. So this is the significant point. face to face with the Most High. That's the significant point of the wilderness where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to go to a wilderness where the Most High is going to plead with us face to face. Let's go to another script to see where the Most High will plead with us face to face at. I want to go to the book of Enoch. I want to go to the book of Enoch, chapter 1. I want to read. I'm gonna read verse 1, and then I'm gonna skip down to verse 4. It says this, because it's Enoch basically prophesying. He says this: the words of the blessing of Enoch, wherewith he blessed the elect and righteous, who will be living in the day of tribulation, when all the wicked and godless are to be removed. So verse 1 is telling us that this is the last days. This prophecy is for the last days. It's a blessing on the elect and righteous who will be living in the last days. This is what this prophecy is. Let's skip down to verse 4. It says, and the eternal God will tread upon the earth, even on Mount Sinai, and appear from his camp, and appear in the strength of his might from the heaven of heavens. So Enoch is telling us that the Most High is going to come down on Sinai in the last days. But he is going to be a blessing for the elect and the righteous when the Most High come down on Sinai. Let's skip down to verse 8. Verse 8 says this: but with the righteous he will make peace. So he's basically going to, let's keep reading though, and will protect the elect, and mercy shall be upon them, and they shall all belong to God, and they shall be prospered, and they shall all be blessed, and he will help them all, and light shall appear unto them, and he will make peace with them. So the Most High says he's going to make peace with the people when he comes down on Sinai. There's the wilderness of Sinai. That's where we're going to be protected, like in Revelations 12. The Most High is going to plead with us face to face there, like in Ezekiel 20 and 35. And this is the we have to flee Babylon to basically get here. And, he says, deliver thyself. He wants you to leave Babylon and then wait for him, not wait for him in Babylon. He's going to destroy Babylon. And it's like, think about it. It's the only place he's telling you to flee from. He didn't say flee from the South America. This is the place where he's telling you to flee from. The other places he says he's going to bring us from. But if you're fleeing from Babylon, the best choice would be to go to the wilderness, since you weren't just scattered to the other places. You got to understand this. It's people that we've been scattered across the world. So it's people that's not even Babylon that have been scattered. He's not telling them to flee from Babylon. He didn't tell them to flee from the places they are. They could flee if they want to. But he didn't really tell them to flee from Babylon because they're not in Babylon to even take that order. So this is what I'm saying. You got to flee from Babylon. It's a commandment. And the place of safety is at Sinai. At Sinai, what people call it, Jabal. That's the real Sinai. And to prove that point, because people might not believe that, let's go to Galatians 4. No, not Galatians 4. Yeah, Galatians 4 and 25. Let's go to Galatians 4 and 25. It says this: for this Agar is Mount Sinai in Arabia, and answers to Jerusalem, which now is, and is in bondage with her children. The whole thing, this situation is talking about how Hagar, Ishmael's mother, is basically a bondwoman and not the chosen seed, but Jerusalem, the people which are the chosen seed are the chosen seed. Basically, is giving comparison between that situation. But the what I want you to see is in the beginning it says Sinai in Arabia, Mount Sinai in Arabia. So Mount Sinai is in Saudi Arabia and it's Jabal al-Laws. If you go on Google Earth and look up Jabal al-Laws, you will see that the top of the mountain is burnt, like fire was on it. You will actually see this. And if you go due west, south, a little bit south, but west to the coast, you can see the Elim with the 70 palm trees, and it has 12 wells of drinking water. So the wilderness. This is talking about flee Babylon and go to the wilderness. Flee Babylon, go to the wilderness. But before the wilderness, I suggest wait until The abomination of desolation is set up. And some people might say the abomination of desolation happened in 70 AD, but Daniel 11 basically does not agree with that, because Daniel 11 says that the last king will set up the abomination of desolation. Daniel 11 and 31. And then it says this last king will live until the Messiah comes, and then the Messiah is going to take him out. That's Daniel 12. Verse 1, verse 1 and 2. The Messiah going to come and take him back, and we're going to be delivered when he loses, when this last king loses, who sets up the abomination of desolation. When he loses, and it says in Daniel 11 and 45, it tells you that he builds palaces. He builds a palace in the holy mountain. In a palace, people may say a temple. The temple not really the palace. The palace is where he lives, where he actually lives, where he stays. This is his residence. It basically say he's going to build him a house on the holy mount. The Hebrew word means that's used for that means pavilion or tent. So he's going to build him a house on the holy mountain. This last king who set up the abomination of desolation. And if they say this happened in 70 AD, when they basically tore down the temple, they didn't build another temple in 70 AD. They tore it down. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't place a house on the holy mountain. There still isn't a house on the holy mountain. So as far as I know, this brother got to build him a palace on the holy mount. So that didn't happen in 70 AD. So this situation did not happen yet. Because then it says this last king who set up the abomination, when he get taken out, the Messiah comes. The Messiah come and take him out. Why the Messiah not here yet if this happened in 70 AD? Is this king still alive? Then it also says that this brother will rule from Jerusalem, rule over Egypt, rule over Libya, and rule over the Ethiopians. It says Moab, Edom, and Ammon, which is basically all together called Jordan, will escape his wrath. So that's the safe place. If you flee in Babylon, go to Jordan. If you flee in Babylon, go to Jordan and wait for the Most High to bring us into the wilderness. Wait for the Most High in Jordan. That's the best situation. In Isaiah 16, 2 and 3, I believe it's 2 and 3, says that Moab will hide our outcasts, and the Most High tells them to bewray not him who wanders. Basically, say don't refuse the people who wandering. You feel what I'm saying? They running from oppression. These people, you're going to be running, Moab going to be running from oppression too. This last king going to be cruel. Moab going to run away. But the thing is, Moab they know their backgrounds. I mean, their backyards. They know they deserts. They know them. So when they see us walking through their desert, like, boy, how are we going to get through this? You feel what I'm saying? They're supposed to see us, help us. It's supposed to help us out. Now, they got a place called Wadi Rum. It's a tourist site. They show you how to live in the desert. In Jordan, in Moab. They actually show you how to live in the desert. So this scripture is happening and stuff is falling into place. People better be ready, man. It's about to go down. Leave Babylon. Leave Babylon. Ain't nothing here for you. There's nothing. What does the Most High like about this place? Besides the people who calling on his name and who want to leave. What do the Most High like about this place? Stop playing. So let's see. Leave Babylon, go to the wilderness of Sinai, because the Most High is going to be there. And if you're leaving to go to Sinai, then you're seeking the Most High's face, because he's going to plead with us face to face in this wilderness. And Satan's not going to be able to stop us when we get there, because the Most High is going to have such a great protection on us. Then Satan going to get mad and go fight with everybody who didn't come to the wilderness. This is the part where people have to make it through the tribulation. The first gathering is to the wilderness. The second gathering is when the Messiah comes. The wilderness comes before the seventh trump. Comes before the seventh trump. The seventh trump is when the Messiah comes. So leave Babylon, go to the wilderness. Leave Babylon, go to Jordan. I'm going to say this. Leave Babylon, go to Jordan, wait on the Most High, and then go to Sinai. Leave Babylon right now. Don't wait to leave Babylon. Leave it right now. Don't wait to leave Babylon. Leave Babylon right now. Go to Jordan. And wait in Jordan until the Most High comes. And then we go to Sinai. When the abomination of desolation is set up, the Messiah said, flee into the mountains. Go to Elim. That's where Elim is like scraping mountains. It's like scraping mountains. And it's 12 wells. Go to Elim, then go to Sinai where the Most High come down. Shalom, shalom. This is Canaan. Sorry I had to take off my shirt in front of you if you ladies watching. Sorry I had to do that. I know you don't want to see the bird chest, but